my friends, even ours is a name. I'm staking my claim. Streets more edge with a touch of heart. Luso grit's the show where the hustle sparks. Luso grit, fight through the fire. Dreams don't sleep when you're climbing higher. Portuguese roots with the world in sight. Immigrant hustle, we shining bright.
All right, we got Sandro G2 in the house. How are you, brother?
How are you, my brothers? G2 in the building. You already know what's up. Azorian proud, the one and only G2. If there's another one, he's a phony. You already know what's going on, man. I'm here with Luso Great. Um, be ready. I'll be in Canada soon, Montreal. It'll be lit out there. I
All
hope
right,
I'll
man.
sell out. I hope I'm gonna make a good performance out there, and I hope you come. I know it's a 6-hour drive from Toronto to Montreal, but
Yeah,
I really
man.
hope you come over and you see what's going on with it.
Yeah, yeah. I went there in July. I don't know. You'll tell me the date after, then we'll try and figure it out. Maybe you never know. It may happen. So,
It's November 8th. November 8th. That's why I'm performing in Canada. It's for the Spencer G Peixe.
yeah,
Diane Boards was the one who invited me. Ricard Murat is going to be over there, the Spencer G Peixe from the United States. So, it's going to be great. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a
nice.
show. I also got another show coming March 14 in Swansea, Venus de Milo, with Yeah, Nelly, Spencer G Peixe. We're going to have Lito Brancato from a Bronx Tale.
Nice.
Arthur
All right, don't
Walker.
give it all out yet, man. Don't give it all out yet, man. Let me
Man,
build
I'm
up.
I'm giving it all out. I'm giving it all out to the people. It's already official. It's public. They already know what's going on.
All
Just
right.
come check your boy out. You already know we're gonna kill that shit.
All right, man. So let's so for people that are gonna join in and find out like who you are now, where were you born, bro? Were you born in the US or in San Miguel?
I was born in the United States. I was born in Cambridge, Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah. So did you grow up like your whole life there?
No, so I was born when I was 3 years old. I was born in Cambridge, and when I was 3 years old, me and my mom we went back, and my dad
Mm-hmm.
he stood and my dad stood over here. He used to
Mm-hmm.
visit us until I was 5 years old, and when he was 5 years old, he went back to the United States, and then that's when we stopped talking, kinda. That's when I stopped
Yeah.
seeing my dad. You know what I'm saying?
How
And
long did you go without seeing him?
from when I was like 5 until I was like 15. He
Yeah,
came visit
really?
me. He came visit me when I was like 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? He came around. He used to visit me. He used to always support me. He used to always pay for child support. He was always there.
Yeah.
He couldn't be there physically, but he was always there financially. He was always there mentally. You know what I'm saying? He was always helping me out. He was giving money
Yeah,
to
man.
my mom. You know what I'm saying? He was helping us out because we was in a tough situation. I used to live in RDP, Rabo de Peixe. Matter of fact, I'm robbing that chain. So it was hard at the
Oh
time,
yeah.
it was hard times. My mom had 2, 3 jobs. She really couldn't always stay at home with me. So, have my dad wasn't there because he couldn't. He
Yeah.
had this shit going on. He had another family, he had another shit going on, but it was tough times. But when I was 15 years old, I was getting into some trouble. I was selling drugs. I was getting into juvenile systems. I was getting into programs, and my dad saved my life. He paid for my
San
flight.
Miguel?
Yeah, I lived in San Miguel from when I was 3 until I was 15. And my dad, he saw the path I was taking. He saw
Oh
that I
yeah.
was selling drugs. He saw that I was getting, kicked out of school. I was getting kicked out of the crib. I was getting into fights. I had court cases in court. I was getting into programs. I was getting into juvenile systems. So my dad was like, "Yo, you're gonna take the same path as me. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be better than me." So, as a father, he bought me my flight into the United States, and he's like, yeah, "Listen, you're already American. I know you can't speak English, but you can come over here. You have your brother, you have your stepmom, you have your stepsister. You can come over here, change your life, and you can invest in your music." Because at the time when I was 15, I was already rapping, and he
Mm.
saw that I had potential, and he believed in me so much, and he was like, "Yo, I know you're getting into trouble, and I know you like music, so come over here, change your life, and let's see what's gonna happen." And ever since I came over here, from 15 until I was 21, I never went back.
For
I never
sure, man.
want to go back. I never want to live out there. It's a terrible life. My mom is still out there, my brothers, my stepfather, my grandmother. It's a tough situation. I still, I love them all. I send them money once in a while. I went to visit her last year when I did the Festa Azul in RDP. So my
Yeah.
mom was front row. She got to see me perform for the first time. It was a beautiful time. Shout out to Jean Vieira for the one who invited me.
Nice.
It was an amazing time being able to perform in my hood, perform where I grew up, perform in front of everybody that praises my dad and praises me.
Sure, man.
I loved it.
So when you went to the US, did you go to school in the US already or no?
I did. From
Yeah?
15 until I was 19, I graduated high school in Rhode Island, and I studied 3 years in Massachusetts. So I got to
Nice.
learn a lot of English. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, man. So you when you were going is it in you said in Long Island?
No, no, no. I was born in Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's right next
Yeah.
to
No, no,
Boston.
when you went back at 15, where'd you go?
I went to Fall River, Massachusetts. I
For
lived over
hey,
there for
fuck,
3 years.
but tell me though, it must have been freaking wild though. Your dad growing up, like coming to a community where your dad's such an icon.
Listen, man, everywhere I go, right? It was school, the liquor store, the corner store, the supermarket. Everybody's like, yo, what's your name? I'm Sandro. They're like, Sandro G? I'm like, yeah, that's my dad. Everybody
Oh
goes
yeah,
crazy. Everybody goes nuts. It's always been like that. Even since when I was young, living in St. Michael in the Azores, it was
yeah,
always like, every time I said my name, they'd be like, Sandro G? And I'm like, yeah, that's my dad. Nobody ever believed me, though. And that's why, and that's why I started rapping. Matter of fact, let me just say this right now. The reason why I started rapping, and I also said this on an interview with the Rimas y Batidas, which is the biggest interview platform in Portugal right now about hip
yeah.
hop, is Rimas y Batidas. It's by Ricardo Farengas. Shout out Ricardo Farengas and shout out Rimas y
Yeah,
Batidas. They put my interview in it. They put my story in it. And let me just tell you how I started rapping. So the reason I started rapping was in high school. I was just that quiet kid. I really ain't really want to do too much. I always loved rap. I'm a big fan of rap, big fan of hip hop. I always knew my dad was Sandro G. My dad
yeah,
never lived with me though, so I never got to see what he does. But
yeah,
obviously, I always knew he was my dad, and everybody around always, because my name is the same name as him. I'm a junior, so everybody always knew I'm a Sandro. Everybody always associates me to, to him. You know what I'm saying? So I always figured it out. When I started rapping was in high school. They used to do the listas. The listas, the
yeah,
scholars, just basically
yeah,
like the whoever has the best team, they win like student, like it's like the president student, like the student
yeah,
president of the school,
yeah,
like the
yeah. I
president of
know.
the student. So they do like a competition. They bring artists, they bring food, they bring entertainment, they bring, dances, sports, all types of shit. And
Yeah,
whoever they like the most out of all them teams, they vote for it.
yeah,
They used to do rap battles, and I'm a big fan of rap battles. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm a pure rap fan when it comes to freestyle, when it comes to punchlines, raps. My favorite rapper is Lil Wayne. I'm all about bars. I'm all about punchlines. I'm all about if the shit, if like it don't have to have a meaning. It just has to sound good. But you gotta have bars in it. You get what I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's how I'm at M Cup. Big shout out to M. Receive, who you also had in your podcast.
Yeah,
That's how I'm
man.
at M. Receive because I used to see him in Liga No Count. I was a
Yeah,
big
me
fan of
too.
rap
Yeah,
battles. Whether it was in English or was Portuguese, I used to see him in Liga No Count when he fought
yeah,
Young, when he fought,
yeah,
a
man.
bunch of dudes. You know what I'm
That
saying? I
was fire,
always
man.
loved
That
this
young one was fire.
shit. I think he's nice with it. I'm gonna be honest right now. I think he's better with the videos. I
Yeah,
flew him out here to the United States. We shot 7 videos, 5 singles for me, 2 features for me and him.
yeah, yeah,
Man, that dude kills it. He's the best with a camera, bro. I can tell you this right now. There's no other dude. He lives in Paris, but he's from Portugal, Bragança. Shout out Bragança. Man, he's crazy with the camera. He stopped rapping a little bit. Now he's focusing on just recording and shooting videos. He's the best,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Well, he
Well,
did his path, and now it is what it is. He has work coming out, so he has an album with himself and his band coming out. So I'm uh, anxious for that stuff because he brings it too.
100%. And I have 2 features coming out with him. Matter of fact, we have a
Nice.
feature coming out in the beginning of the year, 2026. Coming out hot.
So one on his album, one on yours.
100%, baby.
All right. So hold on. You said a lot there. Hold on. Let's backtrack a little bit. When you came to the States, was your dad like was he easygoing or was he like hard on you to try and keep you straight?
Listen, I never had a dad physically in my life. So when I came
Yeah.
out here, that's what I needed. I was 15. I was growing up. I needed a dad. I needed somebody to be hard on me. I needed somebody to show me what I have to do. I need somebody to, turn me into a man. I always been a man since I was 15. I was born in the I was raised in the Azores. I grew up in RDP. I grew up in the hood. I seen a lot of shit when I was young. I went through a lot of shit when I was young. I've been through a lot, man. I like to say when I was 15, I was really 25. I really lived like 5 lives.
Believe it, man.
I've been through a lot. But now I'm better. Thanks to God, thanks to my dad, thanks to my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm just grateful for this opportunity. I work with my dad. He's my boss. We do concrete together, asphalt, we do curb, we do all types of work together. He's my boss. So I
Great.
get to see him. I get to see
Yeah,
him when I wake up. I see him the next morning. I'll spend all day with him. Whether I want to or not, I spend all day with him. That's my dad. That's my boss. I work with him. There's just an opportunity that I have to be grateful for. I mean,
for
just look at
sure.
my neck. Just look at my neck. How could you think a little kid from RDP, from a little island, there's 300,000 people, be rocking a diamond chain that says Rabo de Peixe? I would have never thought. I never even thought I would be able to graduate high school. That's the type of life I had, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I
I'm just
know.
grateful that I have this opportunity,
And it's
and
the
I'm
best thing
carrying
in the
the
world.
legacy. I'm
Oh
carrying the
yeah.
legacy of my father.
That's it.
I'm on Netflix. The
And
Netflix
that's
is
all. Hey,
representing
hold
the
on.
hood.
I was gonna get to there. So now you're a freaking Netflix star, man. What is this, man? You feature in like the hottest documentary on Netflix right now.
Listen, shout out João Marques. Shout out Portugal. Shout out Netflix. Shout out Netflix in Portugal. This was the
Yeah, man.
best opportunity of my life. The
Your phone
fact that
must be blowing
they
up,
got to
no?
play my song in the documentary.
Oh
They
yeah.
put me in the documentary
Oh yeah.
in two different scenes. Me and my brother. Shout out Sandro G2, my little brother,
Yeah.
Beast, boxing machine. Me and my dad always, on top of him for him to be hard and sharp. When it comes to being in the ring, we want him to be the next Tyson. We call him Baby Tyson in the crib because he's nasty with
Hold on. Hold on a sec. That's good stuff. Hold on a sec. So how long was the whole production there with you guys for?
it. They Santa Clara came over here with the
Yeah.
trophy from Liga after they
Yeah.
won. They were champions. They came out
Yeah.
here to celebrate with my dad since he's the ambassador.
Oh
I
yeah.
was with him. We had a good time. We went out to eat to Alianza in New Bedford. Shout out Alianza in New Bedford. It was a great time. At while we were celebrating the trophy with Santa Clara, Netflix and João Marques and Duarte Cor from Portugal, they came out here. They flew out here and they had a whole bunch of cameras. They were recording us from every type of they basically recorded my dad's day in the life. You know what I'm saying? They were
Yeah.
recording
Yeah.
everything my dad do from being in the farm, being in the studio, being in a boxing ring. You know, this is what we do. We do boxing, we do music, we do concrete, we do everything, bro. We just cultured, we just love the sport, we love the
That's good.
music.
I was
We
gonna
just want
ask
to be the
you.
best.
That's good. I was gonna ask you because aside from this rap game that you're getting into, so you are working too. You're in like you're getting your hands there. You're going after it. You have a work discipline in you. Good for you, bro.
A hundred
That's
percent, bro. I work 6 days a week. My dad has a business. My sister is the boss of the business.
nice.
She's the manager. My stepmom, she's the boss. My dad is the boss as well. We have a business. We work construction. We just a family of hustlers. This is what we do. We just like to make money. You know, this is what we do with our life.
So when you were rapping and when you were still in RDP, you were rapping there. But when you came to the US, like it became more of a reality that you were gonna rap too, right?
100%, brother. See, I used to rap out there in the Azores. I had to
Yeah.
count euros. The coins
Yeah.
are euros, moedas
Yeah.
de euros. I tinha que contar as moedas to make sure I had
Oh,
enough to the studio session and
oh
enough
yeah.
to the bus to make it back home. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying? When I came out here, it was just a different life. My dad was like, "Yo, you got talent. I don't want to waste your time. Let's go to the studio." I went to the studio immediately. I started recording, whatever. And then after that, you know, I got into some trouble. You know, I try. It's just what it is, brother.
Yo, did you
We live and we learn, and
for
after I
sure?
got into some trouble, my dad tried to put me in the right track. Focus on school, focus on work,
Yeah,
and
man.
so I kind of let the music. I put
Yeah.
the music to the side for a little bit, for like 2 3 years. But
Oh, yeah.
when I went to RDP last year in 2024 in August, I felt so much love from the people out there when they were rapping my songs and my lyrics word for word. They were screaming, they were asking for t-shirts, for hats, for pictures. I felt so much love on the stage that when I got back to the States in September, I felt so much love. I just started recording so many songs. And then that's when I contacted my boy M Cop and Steve, my boy George, and I'm like,
Yeah,
yo, I'm trying to shoot some videos, you know. How
yeah.
about I buy your flight, you stay in my crib for like 2 weeks and we make some history. We make like 5, 6 videos. And
Oh, so
you
he
know, when he
stayed
came
2 weeks with
out
you
here,
guys, yeah?
yeah. Nah, before when I was 19, I had my own apartment. I used to live by myself. I had my
Yeah,
own Yeah, I had my own crib for like 2 years, and then before I moved into my dad's crib, I had my own crib, and that's where Copper stood. He stood in my
yeah,
gaming.
yeah.
I had a little gaming room with my PlayStation and where I had my little studio, my music set up. And he lived over there for 2 weeks. And me and him, we got close. We shot 7 videos. We went to New York. We went to
Nice.
Boston. We went to Jersey. We went all over Rhode Island, all over Massachusetts. You know,
Yeah.
we lived good. He tried a bunch of new food. You know, I gave him a bunch of clothes. You know
Was
what I'm
that?
saying? I paid for his flight. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
we just had a good time, brother. You
You
know,
took
and
care of
he
him.
shot all them videos for me. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
You took care of him.
Out of his heart. I took care of him. He took care of me, and it is
Yeah,
what it
man.
is.
Beautiful. So, so was that the time he came for to collect that award too at the IPMA?
No, he collected that award in 2023. That was a different time. My videos was
Ah,
in
okay.
2024. That's when I had him
Yeah,
come out here.
yeah, yeah. So you already knew him then from back then, even
Yeah, I been knew him. I been knew him since like 2021. I mean, I knew of him since like 2015 because I always
the
watched his
battles.
battle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I know him since like 2021, 2022, when COVID started. You know, when I started rapping and shit, that's when we got to know each other.
So when you went to the IPMA awards, were you getting comfortable there? To possibly collect a couple of awards for yourself in the nearby future.
Listen, I was definitely comfortable. I got to meet Plutonio,
Yeah,
who was also out there. He performed on the stage. I got to take a
yeah.
picture with him. And
Nice,
then the next day, he pulled over to my crib. Me and my dad, we was all chilling in the backyard, smoking a
nice.
bone. Pluma was there. DJ Easy Dada was there.
Yeah,
Richie Campbell's brother was there.
yeah.
The whole 808, the whole 808 Bridge label was over there beside Richie Campbell and Miss Lowy. Matter of fact, shout out my boy Plutonio, who's killing the game right now.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, listen, man, I I've been rapping since I'm 10. I'm
yeah,
21. I've been rapping for 11 years. I'm not new to the game.
for
I'm
sure.
true to the game. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
It is in the end of the day. I can rap in English, I can rap in Portuguese, I can mix both of them. It doesn't matter. I think I'm the hottest rapper in the Azores right now. You can put me anybody, whether it's freestyle,
that's
whether it's a
it,
rap
man. You
battle.
gotta carry that
I
swagger.
think that's the mentality you gotta have as a rapper. You gotta think you're the best. You gotta think you're the hottest around. You gotta think you're the number one.
Who are some of those like OGs from Portugal that you look up to that you liked when you were younger?
Listen, when I was young, everybody I used to listen to back in the day was Sandro Kid, Mitch Band, Regula, who I think is like Regula is my favorite from the
Ooh,
OGs. Regula is my favorite. I also love Chag. I also love Valad, Boss AC. There was so many from back in the days.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
From the new school though, let me tell you, I love Nine Miller. I love Holly Hood. I love T Rex, G Sun from Wetback Gang. You know, that's my favorite from the new school. Who else I got? Plutonio. You got to put Plutonio top five. I think he's killing the game. Lorna
Yeah,
Joni.
oh
You
yeah,
know, there's so many names in the game. It's insane. But it's like me. I'm, I, I never looked up to the rap game in Portugal.
yeah,
Like my style is so different. I mix the my own style with the English. I'm influenced by Wayne. Wayne is my favorite rapper. I think Lil Wayne is the GOAT. I don't think there's a debate on this shit. My boy Outsider, his favorite rapper is Eminem. My favorite
I
rapper
know.
is Lil. We always go at it about how I think Lil Wayne is better than Eminem, and he thinks Eminem is better than Lil Wayne.
Listen,
I just think Lil Wayne is better. Listen, have
I
my
think
goons fresh shit like Moscow. Lil Wayne said that.
I
Eminem
think
never said that. That's it.
I think it's a healthy debate. They're both obviously G's, man. Lil Wayne, I think anybody could put Lil Wayne in their top. Everyone will put him in their top 5 because then it's taste, right?
I
But
think Lil Wayne is top 1, but if you have him in the top 5, I can see it. I'll tell
okay,
you
so
right now,
hold
my
on,
top 5.
hold on. I
Go
don't know.
ahead.
I don't know him like you do, but out of Carter 2, 3, or 4, which one's the best album?
The best Carter is the Carter 2. There's no
Yeah,
debate.
yeah.
Carter 2 is the best Lil Wayne album. But
But
his
the
best
one,
shit is from back in the days, the No Ceilings mixtapes,
yeah,
all hit. Whenever he jumps in somebody's beat, whether it's Run This Town with Rihanna and Jay-Z and Kanye West, whether it's Running in the Deep with Adele, man, he just jumps in any beat and he makes it into his song. I just
oh
can't
yeah.
explain to you why he's the greatest. He's the greatest. Matter of fact, I can explain to you why he's the greatest. Who's the greatest rapper right now in the world right now in 2025? Who's the most successful rapper? Right now. Who? You from Toronto? You should know this.
What do you mean? No one's talking about Drake anymore, man.
Drake is the most successful rapper of this generation. There's no debate. When it comes
Success,
to number
like
ones, when it
sales, yeah,
comes to streams,
yeah,
when
yeah,
it comes to records, Drake's the
yeah,
number one.
yeah.
Who is Drake influenced by?
Lil Wayne, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And who is the greatest female rapper of this generation?
I don't listen to too much of the female rappers. That is not
I
like.
know. But who is it? But you know who is it? Who is it?
Well, it's either between Nicki Minaj and Cardi, but I would say Nicki. I don't know.
100% Nicki. So who is Nicki influenced by?
Oh, it's probably him too. Yeah, man. He's influential. Hey, the whole Lil and the whole like the
The
style of
same, bro.
rapping, he influenced that whole
Lil
generation.
Baby, Lil Mosey, Lil Nas X, they
Yeah,
all
yeah,
got the little from Lil Wayne. He
yeah, yeah.
started. And let me just
No,
tell you
no,
this.
for sure, for
Baggy
sure, he's probably the
clothes,
most
baggy
influential. For
clothes,
sure.
face tattoos,
Yeah,
dreads. Wayne started that.
yeah,
Debate. Wayne started that. Rapping with auto-tune. Wayne started that. Matter of fact, Wayne started that, but T-Pain mastered it. Let me say that right. Lil Wayne started rapping with autotune, but T-Pain mastered the autotune because T-Pain can sing without autotune. He don't need autotune. He always was a
yeah.
singer. Lil Wayne started rapping with autotune. Bro, Lil Wayne influenced Playboy Cardi, Young Thug, Future, Drake, Nicki Minaj. Every new rapper that you see was influenced by Lil Wayne, whether it comes from rapping with autotune, from the dreads, from the baggy clothes, the face tattoos. That was all Wayne. That's why I
Yo,
think he's number one because when it comes to rapper, you got to see the whole package. You can't just see the lyric. When it comes to lyrically, Eminem's the best lyrically. Kendrick
yeah.
Lamar is up there. Nas is up there. They up there lyrically. But as a whole rapper, who is the rapper? The number one rapper of all time. When it comes to boss, to style, to flow, I think it's Lil Wayne. That's why Wayne is my one. Wayne is my favorite. I got Wayne,
Hey,
I got Biggie, I got Nas, I got Pac, and I got Jay-Z. On a good day, I might put Eminem, depending if the Jay-Z is fucking with Diddy. Whenever I see the Diddy shit, I might have to take Jay-Z out and put Eminem in it.
yeah.
The thing is, I like old Eminem. I don't like new Eminem. You get what
No,
I mean?
I know. It's just like a old. Like he has so many. He's all over the place. But just his first 3 albums is like a legendary career. Just the
A
first
hundred
3 albums.
percent. 100%. He's the rapper that sold the most.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't hate on him. He's the greatest. But the thing is, when you compare Eminem to white rappers, because who you compare Eminem to the greats, right? But who did Eminem influence? A bunch of white rappers, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And from the number one white rapper to the second number one white rapper, right? There's a big gap.
No, it's too big.
Like the gap is huge.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
Eminem being number one to whoever is second, the gap is huge. And you don't even know who's second. Who? Machine Gun Kelly? Jack Harlow?
No.
Miller?
He's not even a
I'm
rapper. He's more of a rock star.
who? Like who you gonna pass to number two? You get what I'm saying, bro?
No, for sure. The only thing is there's that argument, like lyrically and flow, whatever. He's done it all, so it is what it is. I ain't fighting you over that. That's for sure.
100%. Listen,
Hey,
I think
you know who the
Eminem.
first you know who the first rappers I heard when I was a kid? This was like
Talk to me.
30 this was like 33 years ago. It was before, so it was when rap became mainstream. It was a guy called MC Hammer. He had a song Can't Touch
Oh
This.
my God. Can't touch this.
Yeah, man. And then obviously there was there was Vanilla.
That's a banger. That
Yeah,
started the
yeah.
game.
And then
That
there was
started the
Vanilla
game.
Ice who
That
had
started
hit
the
songs
game.
that was mainstream. That was in the that was 90.
That
Then
was
hey,
old, bro.
I know, but then a year after, two kids came around. They were crisscross. So you mostly rap in Portuguese, and you throw a lot of like English references in it. Do you
I
have
do.
songs that you do it the other way around,
Just in English?
like just in English, and then you'll throw in some Portuguese references?
Nah. See, this is what I do. My first language is Portuguese. My second language is English. I've been speaking Portuguese for like 21 years. I've been
Yeah, your
speaking
whole life.
English for 5. I've been speaking
Yeah,
English for 5. So it's a big difference, but I can rap in English, I can rap in Portuguese. Now here's the thing. I'm a big fan of rap battles, I'm a big fan of rappers, I'm a big fan of hip hop. I'm a huge, huge fan of hip hop. This is what I do, this is what I breathe, it's in my veins, it's in my DNA. Obviously, I can rap in Portuguese and I can rap in English. But here's the thing. I've been thinking about just doing English. I've been thinking about mixing the Portuguese with the English or just doing Portuguese. But my problem is I only been in the United States since I was 15. I'm 21 now, so it's only been 5 years. It's gonna do 6
yeah,
in December.
yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
know. I don't. My vocabulary is not extended enough to where I
Yeah,
can rap in Portuguese, where I can rap in English the same way I can rap in Portuguese.
I
You know what I'm
understand.
saying? Like I can freestyle, I can rap, I can write, but I could never be great like I am. Like when it comes to Portuguese rap, I'm telling
Yeah,
you, nobody can touch me, bro. When it
that's it,
comes to
man.
that shit, like when you a rapper, you just think you're the best.
For
I
sure.
know, I
So
know.
let's
I
talk
got
about
my pen game. My pen game is undefeated.
yo.
It's
Let's talk
undefeated.
about your music. You got I on your YouTube page. You got those 4 tracks, right?
Yep.
Vitalk, Viver Bem, Top of the Game, and another one.
Hmm.
Those ones, and you have one you did with the Azorian guy Tugi called Atlantis. Shit, that shit was fire, bro. That was good shit, man.
Appreciate that. That's
That was
actually my
fire.
most viewed song, and I actually did another song with them Kappa. It's called
Yeah,
Save a Seat. It's an old song. It's like 2 years ago.
it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Of your songs, like the latest ones, like I didn't know about you that long. I don't know the lyrics off by heart, but Top of the Game, man, another one. I enjoy those songs a lot, man. I bump that shit sometimes. It's nice, man.
I appreciate that, brother. You know, a lot of work into it. Shout out Monty for the one who produced it. Shout out my boy Shylon, the one who mixed it. Shout out my boy, what's it called? Cop and Steve, who
Yeah,
shot
yeah,
it out. Mad Flame Studios, the one who shot the videos. Man, it was a great experience. You know, it was my first videos, my first singles. Matter of fact, I'm 21 now. I wrote all those songs when I was 15, 16. These are
yeah.
songs I'm dropping from 4, 5 years ago. This is not even my best stuff.
You're
These
not
are
it.
not my best bars. These not my best flows. These not my best beats. Like I got so much better to show. I got so much better to bring. It's
You
just
got you got a lot of stuff cooked already. No,
100%. You know, I got a lot of stuff written. I got a lot of stuff already recorded. I got stuff that needs to be mixed. I got videos that's coming out this month. I got videos coming out next year. I'm
what's your
ready.
nice, man? What's your strategy gonna be? Like drop an album or just tracks?
I got an album coming out. I've been working on my album for about 3, 4 years now. It's called Nova
Yeah,
Scola, which means new school.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
my dad represented the old school of RDP. I'm going to represent the new school of RDP. That's why my album is called Nova Scola. That's my first album. It's going to have about 12 to 14 tracks. I don't really know. It's going to be very versatile from anything from rap to trap to drill to boom bap to R&B. It's gonna have a lot of different it's gonna have a lot of different styles. I want to show the world what I'm capable of. I can rap in any beat. I can rap in any language. I can rap in any style. I can rap with anybody. It doesn't matter. I'm an
so you're gonna
artist. I'm not just a rapper.
you're gonna stay with like being independent, right?
I'm definitely going to stay independent for right now. I mean, I've had a couple labels hit my line. I've had a couple people trying to contract me. Have a couple people trying to fly me to the Portugal,
Yeah.
speak to a couple labels. But you know,
No, you
I
got.
I rather be alone, man. I rather just do my own thing in my
Yeah.
own time.
I, oh
You
yeah.
never know. I don't wanna even get involved in any type of weird shit. I just want to
No,
stay on my
because
own
there are
lane.
guys. Yeah. because you have like even you and your dad has the experience. Like there are sharks that take advantage of people, you know. So especially you're in a generation where you can really take this social media and streaming platforms to your advantage, you know.
100%.
Oh yeah. So there you are. You're carving your own path. You're standing on your own merits. It's great to be the son of who you are. You know, it definitely gives you some more exposure. But you're standing out. You're doing your own path. Your lyrics are fire. Your flow is fire. So you're. It looks like MK told me like if you continue what you're doing, it's undeniable. You know, you're gonna make it.
I appreciate the love. I always try to focus and just deal with problems on my own. I've helped a lot of people. A lot of people have disappointed me in the past. I've lost a lot of friends. I've lost family. I had to abandon family. My mom is still in the Azores. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen my mom in like 5 years.
Oh yeah.
I have is in the Azores. I have grandparents, family. It's hard. I had to make a lot of decisions. I've been through a lot to be where I am right now. I'm
Yeah.
21, but I'm only 35. I've been through a lot. I'm just living my life, and I'm grateful to be able to do what I'm doing with the music. To be able, I'm not broke. You know, I can go to the store tomorrow and buy an outfit. I can go to the restaurant and eat lobster with steak. I'm not broke like I was 5 years ago.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? So
Hey,
I'm
you're
just
putting your life
grateful
around.
for I'm just grateful for God. I'm just grateful for my family. I'm just grateful to be able to do what I'm doing right now with the music. I got two shows coming out. I got a show next month in Montreal, November 8th. Shout out Diane Boards and shout out Ricard Murat for inviting me for the Spencer Rabo de Peixe in Montreal. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I also,
Oh
I
yeah.
also had, I also was invited for BDP events by Joshua Silva. We still working on that little agreement. It's in
Where's that?
Toronto. It's in Toronto actually, and I'm still
That
working on
one.
that.
Hey, if I miss Montreal, I'll make it to that one, man.
We still working on Toronto, but shout out Joshua Silva and BDP events and Nouveau Toronto, who's trying to make it happen. We tried to make this happen last year. It wasn't possible because I was busy with a couple shows,
Yeah.
but hopefully we're gonna make this happen for 2025 or 2026. We're gonna see what we're gonna make happen.
So when you're writing your songs, like obviously you were telling me like those ones are the old stuff. You already did new stuff. When you're writing your songs, are you mainly focused on just telling like your experiences, or are there any cultural or social issues that you want to address too?
It really doesn't matter, brother. It's just what I'm feeling in the booth. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Wayne said, Lil Wayne doesn't write anything he does. Lil Wayne freestyles every song. That's also why I think he's the greatest rapper of all time. He doesn't write, he freestyles everything. Whatever he was feeling that day, he goes in the booth and he just speaks it, and whatever came out comes out. A Millie, 6 for 7, Shoes, some of his greatest songs came out all by freestyle. Like I can't even tell you how great the dude is. He freestyles everything. Eminem writes, Nas writes, Biggie writes, Tupac writes, Jay-Z writes. Lil Wayne doesn't.
That's true, man. That's facts.
So
So
I take his advice and I put that into perspective. Whatever I was feeling that day, whatever I'm feeling today, that's what I'm gonna write about. Like I just spoke to you about an interview. I can get off this interview right now and go speak about writing some song about how I was just in an interview and I made it out. Who would have thought a little kid from the Azores, you know, never had nothing in his life, never had money, never had good clothes, never had good shoes, never really had friends. Now he's over here with a fucking diamond chain doing an interview, ready to go to a show next month. Who would have thought that? You got what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm
man,
just
you're doing
grateful to
good,
be
man.
able to speak to people. I'm grateful to people be singing my songs word for word. I'm grateful to people know where I'm from. People know and love RDP. People love my father. People love me. People want to have the new clothing. People want to have the new hat, the new shoes, the new, everything that we do. Everything we do, people always want to get tapped into. And I just love that feeling. When I went to the
Oh, yeah.
Azores, when I was in the hood, and every little kid was running out the crib, running out the bar, screaming, "Oh my God, the Sandro G2! Give me a hat, give me a give me an autograph, give me a hoodie, give me a shirt."
Yeah.
30 kids, 40 kids surround me in the hood where I grew up, and everybody just giving me love. I never felt that before. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just grateful to be able to. I just want to feel that love again.
Oh
I
yeah.
just want to keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully I'll make it happen. I'm still nobody. My dad is somebody. I'm still a nobody. I'm still making it to the game. Hopefully I'll be somebody. Matter of fact, that's why I dropped top of the game because that's what I feel I am right now. I feel like I'm on top of the game.
So what's one piece of advice that your dad gave you with all the experience he has for you to like manage the ups and downs, and or even for you to garnish buzz for yourself or to take criticism? What would you say one piece of advice that your father gave you that stuck with you?
One advice my dad always gave me was, as you know, my dad always got robbed in the industry.
Yeah,
MC robbed them. A bunch of people robbed them all over the industry. So one advice he always gave me is be your own boss. Be a leader, never be a follower. So that's why I stuck independent. That's why I'm not signed to no label. That's why I'm my own person. I'm my own label. I'm my own artist. I don't want to be signed to nobody. I'm gonna do my own thing. Right? If I'm making money or not, I don't care. I spend more money on music than I make it. But I do it so much for the love. I've been doing it for 11 years, man. How can I not? You get what I'm saying?
oh
I
yeah,
probably spent about 30 grand on music, and I've probably seen like two bands back. So I'm $28,000 in debt.
no,
And my dad probably spent like half a million on music, and he probably only made like half a million. Like he's good. He's experienced enough where he can give me advice. Where he comes to the point where he's like, "Lo, listen, I've got robbed so many times. Where I've made millions, and I only got like half a million from 25 years worth of a career." He's probably only made half a million on music. And that's because he always got robbed. He had bad managers. People always took advantage of him because he's a good person. So the advice he gave me is be a leader, not a follower. And that's what I always stuck with. I'm doing better than my dad at 21. My dad at 21 was in jail, locked up for a drug case. I'm 21. I have a job. I have a car. I have a goal. I have a career. You get what I'm
for sure.
saying? I'm focused on my goal. I know what I want. I fucked up so much when I was young. I learned from my mistakes. I got all my cases dropped from court. You know what I'm saying? My mom helped me. My dad helped me. I'm grateful, bro. Like God helped me. God gave me an opportunity. And now I'm trying to put all that pain and all that suffering into the music and have people understand my story and where I come from. That's why I rock this chain, the RDP. This is where I'm from. This is what we represent. The documentary just dropped, The Surreal Story of Rabo de Peixe. Matter of fact,
Yeah, man.
check it out. It's #1 on Netflix, baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah. So, but your dad had an amazing story. I think when all that shit went down and they were robbing him of his contracts and not paying him the shows he was doing, he had an amazing story. I think he did like 10,000 CDs and he took them to the islands and gave them out.
My dad sold about like 700,000 CDs and he seen $0. They
That's
signed the
crazy.
contract. My dad couldn't really read Portuguese. They signed the contract where they said they were taking all the money. He signed it. He never knew. But it doesn't matter because now my dad has a multi-million-dollar house. My dad has a multi-million-dollar business. And my dad is on Netflix. And everybody that robbed him now is hitting him up talking about, hey, how you doing?
Listen, your dad, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. Portugal has a lot of well-known rappers. You got the OGs, the Boss AC, Sam, even Carlon, whatever. You got all that shit going on. But your dad is part of a movement that he created, especially because he's part of the diaspora. Everybody in North America has nothing but love and respect for your dad. 20, 30 years from now, people will forget other names that people think are OGs today, but your dad's name will continue to go on. So that's
My
amazing
dad,
stuff.
listen, off topic with it. My dad was the first Azorian rapper to make it out in Portugal. My dad was
Yeah,
the first Azorian rapper, period. He started the Azorian rap.
yeah,
But my dad was the first rapper in Portugal to go commercial. Sam the
yeah,
Kid, Boss AC, Valad, they were all underground at the time. They wasn't playing on no radios. My dad came out with Galenia in 1995,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
made it to every radio station, every
I
TV
remember.
channel. He was everywhere.
Yeah,
Sam the
man.
Kid, Boss AC, Valad, Regula, they were all rapping at the time. They wasn't there.
But they
The
weren't there yet.
radio, they
They were
wasn't on
upper
TV
mainstream.
channels. They were very underground. Nobody was playing them on radio stations. Nobody
Yeah.
cared about rap. My dad was the first Portuguese rapper from the Azores who made it out. He was
Oh
the
yeah.
first one to be commercial. He was the first one to be popular.
But
And
that's
then
what I'm saying.
obviously he made it to a whole different level. He dropped his first album was O Primeiro Rapper Português, which means the first Portuguese rapper.
Oh
Sam
yeah.
the Kid, Valete, and Bossy C, they were all mad at him because they've been dropping albums, they've been dropping mixtapes, and he was claiming he was the #1 because he made it commercially.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
there was a big beef between Valette and my dad in the 90s. Valette didn't like my dad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Boss AC ended up producing the song Galinha for my dad. This is a
yeah.
story nobody knows. Boss AC, if you go hear Galinha now, in the background there's a couple ad libs. Them ad libs is from Boss AC. He was the one who
Wow.
produced the track. My dad
Nice.
recorded in Boss AC's studio. You know what I'm saying? So Boss AC, even though he saw who my dad was and he saw that my dad was claiming he was the number one, Boss AC still went and worked with my dad because he saw how hot he was. When my dad went to Seek and he gave the Shavuch to fucking Seek,
Yeah.
come on, bro. How could you not love that shit? You pull up with a
No, man.
Galeno.
I saw it at the time. I saw it live, man. I loved it, man.
See, I wasn't born at the time, but I seen the interview live, man. It is what it is.
Yo, and I think like Erdman's team was after your dad, throwing emails and shit, trying to get him on the show, and your dad was like thinking it was all BS and telling him to fuck off and shit. That's crazy stuff.
100%.
That's crazy, man. I loved it. What's one dream project you have, whether it be an album, a collaboration, or performance that you seek to like put to fruition? Like you're gonna aim to make it happen.
I mean, obviously, I think my favorite rapper and the greatest rapper of all time, in my opinion, is Lil Wayne. If I could ever make a song with Lil Wayne, I would love that. And from Portugal, my favorite collaboration, who I would love to, it would either be Regula or G Sun from White Bag Gang. Those two, I would love to make a song with. You know, I mean, they're my two favorite rappers. I love Plutonio as well. I'd love to make a song with him. Lona Joni, Prof Jam, Richie
Yeah.
Campbell. It's just so many names. You can't even just choose one. You know what I'm saying? But
How about your dad? You never thought about making a track with him or anything?
I mean,
I
fuck it.
know.
I'm gonna just make it official. Me and my dad, we've been working on so many songs for about 5 years, but we always quit. We've tried making the album, we tried making singles, we tried making features. We always quit. But after the documentary dropped, we had Matt Cutts hit us up. Matt Cutts is a big producer from Portugal.
Yeah.
He hit us up and he's like, I got a beat called Rabo de Peixe, and I want you and your son in it because
Nice.
y'all hot, and I think the song
So
will be hot right now.
that's it,
So
man.
I think we got a song coming out soon. I don't want to make it official, but me and my
Well,
dad would
that's
definitely
okay,
make
but
something happen.
yeah, start to verbalize it to make it happen. That's it. You with your new school rap and him with his old school rap, and you guys make something original and new, man. And you know what? It would be historic.
You know what it is, bro. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to carry my dad's legacy. My dad thinks I'm a better rapper than him. My dad wants me to be better than him when it comes to music.
That's
I still
beautiful.
believe I don't think I'm better than my dad. Maybe lyrically, not
Mm.
musically, but my
Mm.
dad thinks I'm a way better rapper than him. And so does a lot of people. I don't agree, but I think that is a compliment. And that's
But
why I
that says
carry
a
my
lot.
name so hard. You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah.
dad is Sandro G. I'm Sandro G too. Whether I don't like my dad or whether I like my dad, I'm always gonna be Sandro G2. I cannot change the fact my name is Sandro G2. And the little backstory about my name, my dad's best friend was named Bobby G2, was named Bobby 2G. My dad's best friend was named Bobby 2G. And one time they were on a car, they were in the car, they were running away from the cops. Bobby was driving and he died. He crashed and he died on my dad's arms. And that was his best friend. And Bobby was one of the people that influenced my dad to start making music. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
after Bobby died, he got his name tattooed. And when I was born, my name was supposed to be Bobby. My name wasn't supposed to be Sandro. My name was supposed to be Bobby,
Homage. Yeah.
in homage to Bobby, my dad's best friend. But
Yeah,
my
man.
dad ended up naming me Sandro Jr. So when we was coming up with my rap name when I was like 16 and I was out here in the United States, my dad told me, listen, we gotta make something happen. And I'm like, yo, what about Sandro 2G? And he goes, yo, that sounds hard. And Bob like, hold on. Instead of being Sandro 2G, you know, for Bobby 2G, let's make it Sandro G2. So that way I get to represent Bobby and I get to represent you because I'm after you. I'm G2. And they just stuck with it,
Beautiful.
man. It just stuck G2 and I
Hey,
can never change the fact I'm G2.
and it's so catchy, man. The name is genius. It's so catchy. G2 just goes good. It's just right.
I appreciate that, my brother. Everywhere I go, everybody calls me G2. They don't even call me Sandro G2. They call me G2, and they just stuck with it. I'm working
And
on a little merch with my boy Helder and my boy Tommy. We're gonna make a little logo called G2. It'll be the
for
G
sure,
infused
man.
with the 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And we're
It's
gonna make it
catchy. You gotta
happen.
do it. Other guys do it. Oh yeah. Other guys do it. It's catchy. Do it, man. If you build a big enough movement, you can have a clothing line and shit. You never know, bro.
100%.
Okay, my man. Where do you see your music taking you in 5 years from now? Where are we gonna be seeing you?
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. 5 years from now, I'm gonna be the hottest rapper around. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
the
man.
hottest rapper in Portugal. I'm gonna be the hottest rapper in the Azores, the hottest rapper in Massachusetts, the hottest rapper in Rhode Island. That's my goal. I plan to make something big. I got a new album coming out called Nova Scola. It's gonna come out at the beginning of 2026.
Yeah.
I got an EP with Outsider called Outsiders, which
Outsiders, yeah.
it basically explains how I'm an outsider, he's an outsider, and it represents life story. The whole album is beautiful. Just wait for
Nice.
it. I got an album with my boy PK. PK is a is a beat maker from Seda who lived in California for a little bit. He does a little beat. He does a lot of beats from that Jersey style, that California style. I got
Yeah.
an EP coming out with him. I got a couple features with my boy João Reef. I got a couple features with my boy James Gold, who's also another beat
Too
maker.
much.
I got a couple features with my boy Blanco, who's also another beat maker. I got RDP coming out soon. I got Wavy coming out soon. This month, I'm gonna drop Incentivo, which is shot by my boy Mad Frame Studios and Copper Steve. Shout out once again. We're gonna drop a
Yeah,
hot
man.
video, which is gonna have me
Nice.
rapping while my brother is boxing at the same time. It's a hot video. You know what I'm saying?
So
We
you're
making this shit happen. I'm really trying to be the #1 rapper in the motherfucking world. Whether it's in English, whether it's in Portuguese, whether I have to mix too. I'm just trying to be the best. I'm trying to be a
good.
millionaire. I'm trying to
You
buy
shoot
my
for the
mama
stars
crib. I'm
and
trying to buy my dad a crib. I'm trying to buy my sister a crib. I'm trying to buy my brother a crib. I want everybody to be living good. I want to be rich. I don't want to work no more. You get what I'm saying? I'm working to the goal where I don't have to pay my bills no more. My bills have
that's
to
it,
pay
man.
me. You get what I'm saying? I'm on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying?
Do you do you also mingle in those hobbies? Do you also box or do anything like that?
I used to box when I was young, and I boxed a little bit when I was out here in the United States. But I'm not really practicing the sport like I should. I'm really a fan of the sport. I watch a lot.
Yeah,
I bet on the sport. I'm a big fan of basketball. I'm a big fan of UFC. I'm a big fan of football, soccer.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always a big fan of sports. When I was young, I did boxing for 2 years. I did basketball for 2 years. I did, kickboxing. I did karate for 7 years. But I was always in the streets. I was always just doing dumb shit that I never
Yeah,
went to training. I never went to practice. I never really
yeah,
cared.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? But when I got out here, my brother started practicing. I started getting involved a little bit. And I always been a big fan of boxing. I'm a big fan of hip hop. I'm a big fan of fighting. I'm a big fan of
Your
basketball.
yo,
It's just
your brother's a freaking tank, man. How, what weight class do you think he's gonna be fighting in?
right now he's 190 pounds. I'm 235. If I were to fall, I would be heavyweight. Right now he's cruiserweight, light heavyweight. But the thing is, my brother, if he wants to fight a heavyweight, he's 5'9". He's gonna
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
fight dudes who are 6'7", 6'8", three hundred
He
fifty
would
pounds.
literally have to become Mike Tyson.
A heavyweight, you are dealing with every weight and every height. At
Yeah,
light heavyweight, there's a balance. It's
yeah,
from
yeah.
185 to 205, or it's from 195 to 2 or whatever. And a
That's right.
cruiserweight, lightweight, middleweight, he will be dealing with dudes who all he has to do is just cut weight. He will
For
still
sure.
have the same power. He just has to cut weight. That's why you see a lot of fighters in either it's boxing or UFC. They're like big as fuck, but they're fighting on lighter weights. But
Yeah, yeah.
their original
The-
weight, it's like middleweight,
yeah, yeah.
lightweight,
Yeah, yeah.
heavyweight, light heavyweight, but they fighting on the smaller weights because
Yeah, yeah.
they don't want to deal with the big dudes because they
For
know they're
sure,
gonna
man.
lose. You got what I'm saying?
For
So they'd
sure.
rather be bigger on lighter weights. My brother, he's only 5'9" right now, but he's
Yeah, yeah.
195, 190. He's a big
Yeah.
kid, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
short. He'll have to be like Tyson. But if he fights
Yeah.
a lightweight, middleweight,
Yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah,
a
for
killer.
sure. That makes
He's
no
a
sense.
killer. He's killing people. If he fights a lightweight, middleweight, or even light
Right.
heavyweight, he's killing people because he's not going to
Wait,
deal with two
but
tall
hold on,
dudes.
but so far it's just been development in the gym, right? Or has he had any amateur fights yet or no?
He had an amateur fight. He had an amateur fight. It was an exhibition at what's it called? That Icon Boxing in Bristol. Um, he actually won the fight. It was him against Richie. You know what I'm saying? Me and my dad was the ones who coached him. You know, we went
Nice.
out running with him. My dad was practicing. You know, my dad did a bunch of drills, and we was the ones on the corner with him. We was coaching him. We was we was putting ice on him. We was we're making sure he
Nice.
was good. We was giving him advice on the corner, and he did great. He did great, but he's not boxing right now. He kind of stepped out of the boxing because it's a lot of cutting weight. It's a lot of
Yeah.
practicing. It's a lot of working out. It's a lot of training. He still goes to the
Yeah,
gym
yeah.
every day, but he has school now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's
for sure.
hard.
Well, give him a
He's
few
gonna
years and
he
then
gets tired, he gets sore, and he's gotta go to school. And you can't just practice boxing for an hour. You gotta practice boxing for like 2, 3 hours. If you want to be great, you gotta practice 2, 3 hours a day. You can't just box for an hour. You
no,
know what I'm
for
saying? You
sure.
gotta run, you gotta eat right, you gotta
Oh
do a
yeah.
lot of drills, you gotta work on your legs, you gotta work on your core. It's a lot. In boxing, it's a lot. You gotta work on your speed, you gotta work on your power. It's a lot for a 15-year-old kid to just focus 100% on boxing, especially when you got school. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for
So,
sure.
he's focusing on school. Whenever summertime comes, he'll get back to boxing, and we focusing up. He still trains every day. You know, I go to the gym with him every day. We still work out every time. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it, man.
I'm just trying to be I'm just trying to be supportive. I'm trying to be there for him because when I was 15, I didn't have an older brother. I didn't have a dad. I had nobody. I only had my mom. He has a dad, he has a mom, he has a brother. So, we're just trying to be supportive, make sure he's on the right path, make sure he gets where he has to be. He's not
Beautiful
doing
to
drugs,
see, bro.
he's not drinking, he's in the gym, he's focusing, he's in school, he's eating right, he's got a girlfriend. I'm proud of
Yeah,
him. He's doing good, man.
you too, right?
100%, you know what I'm saying? For all the ladies out there, I got a girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely locked up, man. She's definitely the one. Hopefully,
That's it, man.
you know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
We'll get married, we'll have kids someday, but she's definitely the one, man. I'm just focused on my music, I'm focused on working, I'm focusing on my family, making a family, you know. I'll be going to Montreal next month. I'm actually going with my girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we'll have a great time. I'm just hoping
Yeah.
to get a free show out there, and I just want to represent my
Great
community and
to
my
hear,
music
man.
up there in Toronto and Montreal and whatever I am.
Brother, I gotta tell you, this was great to meet you. You're super high energy. You're high energy. You got a good swagger. You got a great smile, bro. Great music. I'm super excited to see what the future's gonna bring you, bro.
I appreciate that, my brother. It's all love with you, man. I've been seeing what
I'll
you're
be
doing. You're
tuning
killing the
in.
game. You
Yeah,
did some
man.
interviews with Bruno. You did some interviews with Outsider. You did some
Yeah,
interviews with M. Capo. I just love seeing what you're doing, and I hope this interview helps out the community. I hope everybody gets to see what I do, who I
that's
am.
it. That's
I'm
what I'm
just
trying to
keeping
say.
it unique, man. I'm just keeping it unique. You get what I'm saying?
All right, man. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate your time and it was great meeting you. And I know for sure we're gonna hang out either when you come to Toronto or for sure even one of these days I gotta go to I got some buddies in Fall River too. So I wanted to make not this year for sure, but maybe next year do a trip down there. If I go, I'll definitely, you know, r-
I'm
give you a
always in
call.
Fall River, brother. So whenever you come to Fall River, I'll be out.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it, bro. All the best.
I appreciate that, my brother. You have a great one.
You
Shout out
too, brother.
RDP. Shout out Marks. Shout out Luso Greto. And you know what I'm saying, man. We're just killing the game. I have a new single dropping this month. I hope y'all stay tuned. Just check out the game, man. We at the top of the game. It's another
Oh, it's
one
coming out this
from
month.
the third band.
This month? Yo, it's coming out this month
Yeah, I
still?
got this month. I got a single coming out this month. It's called SNT, shot by Matt Frames. You know, it's a nice song.
All
It's
right, we're
it's
gonna tune
another
in.
rap song. It's not a commercial song. It's another
A
hard
rapper
song.
song.
It's another
Yeah.
talk to him, let him know. You know what I'm saying?
Let 'em yeah, yeah. You gotta let people know what you're about.
100%, my brother. Listen, it's G2 in the building. I hope y'all have a great one. I
Yo,
appreciate all the
G2 for
love.
people that are For people that aren't following you and are tuning in now, your handle is the same everywhere?
My username is Sandro GTWO, Sandro G2. I'm the same username everywhere.
Everywhere.
Spotify, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. You can check me out everywhere. In Spotify and Apple Music. We're killing the game right now. Check out my
That's it.
YouTube. I just dropped a song 3 months ago, top of the game. You know what
Up
I'm
a game,
saying?
yeah, I like it,
This is
yeah.
how I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to kill the game. You know what I'm saying?
Do it,
And you know,
man.
I'm gonna leave a little freestyle at that. If they question me, I will never speak. I'm from RDP. You got receipts, I got the recipe. Make these rappers rest in peace, turning enemies into memories. Sending mama cheese for the trauma we cause. My recover speeds like I'm taking D bars. You my employee, tell Rose I'm D bars. Smoking good weed, so you know that we cause. By the way, that we cause. If you wanna act gangster, please don't die a hero. Clip hold the 100, but that 1 turn into 0. Youngest MVP in the game, like I'm D-Rose. I'm the G that your GCs and the G's froze. You see us, you better duck and get close like a free throw. They be running like they mice, but I ain't got no cheese though. Never seen the paradise, was always playing CeeLo. Never playing games, I make the money like casinos. Don't ever say that you the hardest, gotta prove it. Don't ever say you gotta ooze it, you gotta use it. I was selling grams while my pops are selling kilos. They can copy on my bars, but they can copy Stilo. We know. G2 in the
Fire.
building. Shout out Luso Great. A little
Fire,
freestyle
man.
in English just to show y'all what's
I
up.
appreciate
And
that
I hope y'all have
freestyle,
a
man.
great day, my brother.
The best way to end it, man. I couldn't have asked for anything better. That freestyle was fire, bro.
You know what's up, man. G2 in the building. I hope y'all have a great day, man. RDP representing it everywhere we go. The surreal story of Rabo de Peixe just dropped right now. The documentary. We #1, baby. G2, but
That's
I'm
it.
always #1. We #1 in the Netflix. Check out the documentary and shout out to y'all. I hope y'all see y'all soon.
Peace out, brother. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and hit that like button below. Obrigado e até a próxima.